Priyaji, will you be doing the invocation, please?
Akhandamandalakaram vyaptam yena characharam tatpadam darshitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ajnanatimirandasya jnananjanashalakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gajananam Bhuta Ganadi Sevitam Kapitta Jambu Phalasara Pakshitam Umasutam Shoka Vinashakaranam Namami Vigneshwara Pada Pankajam. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Shubhakaryeshu Sarvada. Ya Kundendu Tushara Hara Dhavala Ya Shubhra Vastravrita Ya Veena Varadanda Manditakara Ya Shweta Padmasana Ya Brahma Chuta Shankara Prabhrutibihi Devai Sada Vandita Sa Mam Patu Saraswati Bhagavati Nishesha Jadhyapaha. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambam Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada.
Okay, so let us do the chant. Today, I was thinking that today is Kojagiri Purnima. This period of 15 days, starting from the Prathamai of post Mahalaya Amavasya to this 15th is called Devi Paksha. So the Paksha before this was called the Pitru Paksha. So the Pitrus are supposed to be very close to us, present in their various forms, so that we can then access them, give them our gratitude in various ways. And this is that period of 15 days where she is present in more immanent form, so that she is more accessible. That is how our rishis have designed the calendar. Today in Kojagiri, the word Kojagiri means who is awake. Who is awake. This has two different meanings. See, the Hindu calendar, I am not talking of the spiritual calendar. I am talking of the Hindu Sanatan Dharma calendar, which is following certain ritualistic approaches that is very oriented towards agriculture. So the harvesting would have been done 2 days back, and the harvest would have been brought home, but it has not yet been husked. It is all heaped up. So it is in the form of dhan, right? Dhanya Lakshmi. We say Dhanya Lakshmi. So in the form of dhan, whether it is dal, whether it is rice, whether it is wheat, it is still not ready for eating, but it has been kept in heaps in people's courtyards. Now, this is a very prime time for animals like Nilgai and other animals from the forest, deer from the forest, for them to come inside and start eating this. So people would sit on machans and periodically they would shout, Kojagari. So who is awake, right? So the next machan will repeat that call, and this call would go around the entire, so that noise as well as the people are awake. Therefore, the animals would not come. This is also the time where spiritually you are asking yourself, did I use these 15 days to awaken myself? Who is awake? Kojagari. Am I awake? Have I used this 15 days to awaken myself, at least to try to awaken myself? So today what I was thinking of doing is, during Navratri, I think she was very clear that I didn't want her to do any classes or anything. So she just stopped me from doing everything. However, today it is in most places across the agricultural parts of India, she is celebrated as Lakshmi. So there is Lakshmi Puja that is happening today. So in that form, let us finish the entire 180 plus shlokas today. Let us do the chanting, and then we will carry on with the meanings from the next session onwards. So let us open 165. Dharma dhanadhyaksha dhanadhanya vivardhini viprapriya viprarupa vishwabhramanakarini. Will you repeat?
Dharmadhara dhanadhaksha
Dhanadhyaksha
dhanadhyaksha dhana dhanya
vivardhini
vivardhini viprapriya viprarupa vishwabhrahmana karini Ramanakarini
Vishwagrasa Vidrumabha Vaishnavi Vishnarupini Ayoni Vyoni Nilaya Kutastha Kula Rupini.
Vishwagrasa Vidruma Bha Vaishnavi Vishnu Rupini Ayonir Yoni Nilaya
Yes.
Kutastha Kula Rupini
Veera Goshti Priya Veera Naishkarnyanada Rupini Vijnana Kalana Kalya Vidagdha Bandhavasana.
Veera Ghoshti Priya Veera Naishkarma
Naishkarmya
Naishkarnya Nada Rupini Vijnana Kalana Kalya Vigad
with
Vid Agda
Vidagdha.
Vidagda
Yes.
Bhaindavasana
Bandhavasana. Tattvadhika tattvamayi tattvam arthaswarupini samagana priya saumya sadashiva kutumbini.
Tattvadika Tattvamayi Tattvamarthaswarupini Samagana Priya Saumya Sadashiva Kutumbini. So we will do all the four lines together. So let's do it together. Dharma dhara dhanadhyaksha dhanadhanya vivardhini viprapriya viprarupa vishwabhramanakarini vishwagrasa vidrumabha Vaishnavi Vishnu Rupini Ayoniryoni Nilaya Kutastha Kula Rupini Veera Goshti Priya Veera Naishkarnyanada Rupini Vijnana Kalana Kalya Vidagdha Bandhavasana Tattvadhika Tattvamayi Tattvamarthaswarupini Samagana Priya Saumya Sadashiva Kutumbini. Okay, next four. Savyamargastha Sarvapadvinir. This says Sarvapad Nivarini Sarvapadvini Sarvapadvi Nivarini. Okay. Savyapasavya Margastha Sarvapadvi Nivarini Swastha Swabhava Madhura Dhira Dhira Samarchita. Savyapasavya Margastha Sarvapadvini Nivarini Swastha Swabhava not Swastha. Swastha Swabhava Madhura Dhira Dhira Samarchita. Chaitanyarghya Samaradhya Chaitanyarghya. Okay, Chaitanyarghya Samaradhya
Chaitanya Kusuma Priya Sadodita Sada Tushta Tarunaditya Patala
Chaitanyarghya Samaradhya Chaitanya Kusuma Priya Sadodita Sadha Tushta Tarunaditya Patala
Dakshina Radhya Darasnera Mukhambuja Kaulini Kevala Narghya Kaivalya Padadayini
Dakshina Radhya Darasmera Mukhambuja Kaulini Kevala Narghya Kevala
Kevala
Narghya Kaivalya Padadayini
Stotra Priya Stutimati Shruti Samstuta Vaibhava Manaswini Manavati Maheshi Mangalakritihi
Stotra Priya Stutimati Shruti Samstuta Vaibhava Manasvini Manavati Maheshi Mangala Kritihi
Vishwamata. Okay, so let's do all four together once more. Savyapasavya Margastha Sarvapatri Varini Swasha Swabhava Madhura Dhira Dhira Samarchita Chaitanyarghya Samaradhya Chaitanya Kusuma Priya Sadodita Sada Tushta Tarunaditya Patala
Dakshina Radhya
Radhya Darasmera
Mera Mukhambuja Kaulini Kevala Narghya Narghya Kaulini Kevala Narghya Kaivalya Padadayini Stotra Priya Stutimati Shruti Samstuta Vaibhava
Manaswini
Manasvini
Manavati
Manavati
Maheshi
Mangala
Mangalakriti.
Kritihi.
Okay, next 4. Vishwamata Jagadhatri Vishalakshi Viragini Pragalbha Paramodara Paramoda Manomayi
Vishwamata Jagathatri Visalakshi
Vishalakshi
Vishalakshi Viragini
Viragini Viragini
Vishalakshi Viragini Pragalbha Pragalbha Paramodhara
Dhara, not Dhara.
Dara Pragalbha Paramodhara Paramoda Manonmayi
Manonmayi. Where did that extra N come from? Manomai.
Pragalbha Paramodhara Paramoda Manomayi.
Oh, I have to thank Lalita ji. She gave those blue lotuses, blue lilies, and she decorated. I was not there. I actually had forgotten that she had said she will come, and I got an invitation to go for a Durga Puja. Being a Calcuttan, called invitation for Durga Puja and opportunity landed up right at the time when they were doing that dance with the Dhunochi. And it was so, it was clearly her grace that we landed up at that point of time. And I came back and the entire place had this beautiful blue lotuses all over. So, and my mother-in-law had never seen a blue lotus before. Incidentally, in Durga Puja, on Ashtami day, she is worshipped with 108 blue lotuses. It's a very interesting story. It's a Lokakatha, but for victory over Ravan, on that junction point between Ashtami and Navami, it is called Sandhikshana. That is the time when the Asur was pierced with the trident. So, and then even then he continued struggling, and at the end of Navami on Vijayadashmi day, he chopped the head off. But that is the point when the Asura has now been subdued. So that is a very important part of the entire Durga Puja process. So on that day, that period of 45 minutes, she is worshipped with 108 lamps and so on and so forth, 108 bel patta and 108 blue lotuses. So Ram was supposed to be doing this Durga Puja for propitiating her, because he was fighting with Ravan. And when he started offering the 108 blue lotuses, he found only 107. Now, he can't even send Hanuman to get one lotus because that time gap is only 45 minutes. And you remember, they are near Rameshwaram. Over there, no lotuses grow. So he has to go all the way back to a place where there is swampy land and blue lotus will be found. So what to do? Suddenly he remembered that people used to call him Padmalochan. Padmalochan, meaning lotus-eyed. So he took an arrow and he started taking out his own eye. When he was taking out his own eye, Devi appeared with a blue lotus in her hand and said, I had hidden this to test your devotion. I bless you that you will win over Ravan. When you shoot the final arrow, I will sit on that arrow. That is what. So it is a Loka Katha, but it's such a beautiful Loka Katha. So, Vyomakeshi Vimanastha Vajrini Vamakeshwari Panchayagnya Priya Pancha Pretam Panchadishayini. Okay, this will be Panchayagnya Priya Pancha Pretam Panchadishayini. Right, this will be a little difficult because the writing and the chanting will be different. So Panchayagnya Priya Pancha Pretam Panchadishayini.
Hello, in my Hariom, in my book it is little different, the same words, but the breakup is given differently. Panchayagnya Priya Pancha Preta Manchadhishayini. They have given it like that.
Correct. It is given like that, but the chanda will not happen then. Anushtup chanda is 8888. So if you want to do 8888, then you will have to break it the way I am talking right now.
Okay.
So therefore, it will be Panchayagnya Priya Pancha Pretam Panchadishayini. Okay, break it at Pancha. So actually what we are saying is Pancha Pretam Panchadishayini. That is the name word, but because of the chanting, it is broken up. So let's do this sloka. Vyomakeshi Vimanastha Vajrini Vamakeshwari Panchayagnya Priya Pancha Pretam Panchadishayini.
1 minute. Pretam Panchadishayini.
Pretam.
Should we put P there? Pretam Panchadi, is it?
Pretam Manchadi. Sorry, Pretam Manchadi Shahini. Sorry, it is not Panchadi. I was reading Pancha. Pretam Manchadi Shayini.
Okay.
Ancha. Pretam Mancha. So it is Manchadi.
Okay.
Just give me 1 minute. Let me look up the Shabdakosha once.
It is written here as Preta Manchadi Shayini. Preta.
No. So Pretam, it will be, wait a minute. Let me just look at the Shabdakosha. Okay. So it is Pancha Preta, Mancha, Adishayini. So she sits on a mancha. Mancha means platform, which is supported by Panchapretas. Panchapretas, who are the 5 Pretas? Preta means ghosts. Pretas means ghosts. Now, who are the supporters of her Simhasan? The supporters of her Simhasan are Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, Ishana, Indra. Now, these are all 5 powerful beings. They are being addressed as Preta. Pancha Pretam Manchadi Shayini. So, they are Pretas because without her power, they cannot function. Ishana cannot create auspiciousness. Rudra cannot destroy. Brahma cannot create. Vishnu cannot sustain. Indra cannot administer without her power. So there she is Panchapreta, Panchapreta, Manchadi Shayini. But the chanting, we will have to break it the way we are talking. So see, she always gets into the meanings. Even if I don't want to, today I didn't want to get into the meanings at all. Panchayagya Priya Pancha Pretam Manchadi Shayini Panchami Pancha Bhuteshi Pancha Sankhyopacharini. So when Devi is worshipped, people worship on Ashtami, Ashtami, Ashtami. So I have been over the last few years looking for the Panchami to do. So every time we did a Chandi home, we did it on a Panchami. We waited for a Panchami to come on a Sunday so that we could enjoy that also on a Sunday so that everybody can participate. And you look for a Panchami because Panchami, the Tithi, she is Ashtami Priya, but Panchami is herself. She is the 5th Tithi. So she is Panchami Panchabhuteshi Pancha Sankhyopacharini Shashwati Shashwataishwarya Sharmada Shambhu Mohini. Will you do this sloka, please? Panchami.
Panchami Panchabhuteshi Pancha Sankhyopacharini Shashwati Shashwata Ishwarya Shashwata Ishwarya Sharmada Shambhu Mohini.
Dhara Dhara Sutta Dhanya Dharmini Dharma Vardhini Lokatita Gunatita Sarvatita Shamatmika.
Dhara Sutha Dhanya Dharmini Dharma Vardhini Lokatita Gunatita Guna Lokatita Gunatita Sarvatita Shamatmika.
Let's start from Vishwamata Jagat Dhatri
Vishalakshi Viragini Pragalbha Paramodara Paramuda Manomayi Vyomakeshi Vimanastha Vajrini Vamakeshwari Panchayagna Priya Pancha Pretamanchadishayini Panchami Panchabhuteshi Panchasankhyopacharini Shashwati Shashwataishwarya Sharmada Shambhu Mohini Dhara Dhara Sutta Dhanya Dharmini Dharma Vardhini Lokatita Gunatita Sarvatita Shamatmika.
Bandhuka Kusuma Prakhya Bala Leela Vinodini. So when the name Bala comes, immediately after that Leela Vinodini. Bala means we know Bala, right? We know how she has been playing in our lives. And immediately then there is Leela Vinodini. Leela means play. She loves to play. Bala Leela Vinodini. So I always look at that name as a combination name. instead of Bala as a separate name and Leela Vinodini, Bala Leela Vinodini. That is her name. So Bandhuka Kusuma Prakhya Bala Leela Vinodini Sumangali Sukhakari Suveshadhya Suvasini.
Bandhuka Bandhuka Kusuma Prakhya Bala Leela Vinodini Sumangali Sukhakari Suveshadhya Suvasini Suveshadhya Suvasini
Suvasinyarchana Prita Shobhana Suddha Manasa. So actually, if you see, there are two squigglies. The two squigglies basically means Prita Ashobhana. But together when we chant, it will be
Prita Shobhana.
Yes, correct. So Subhasinyarchana Prita Shobhana Shuddha Manasa Bindu Tarpana Santushta Purvaja Tripurambika.
Suvasinyarchana Prita Shobhana Suddha Manasa Bindu Tarpana Santushta Purvaja Tripurambika.
Dasha Mudra Samaradhya Tripura Sriva Shankari. Now this is Sriva Shankari. So the T Dirghaikar. Dasha Mudra Samaradhya Tripura Sriva Shankari Jnana Mudra Jnana Gamya Jnana Jneya Swarupini.
Dashamudra Samaradhya Tripura Shriva Shankari Jnana Mudra Jnana Gamya Jnana Jneya Swarupini.
Yoni Mudra Trikhandeshi Trigunamba Trikonaga Anaghadbhuta Charitra. So this is Anagha Adbhuta Charitra. So Adbhuta together. Anaghadbhuta Charitra Vanchitartha Pradayini.
Yoni Mudra Trikhandeshi Trikhandeshi Yoni Mudra Trikhandeshi Trigunamba Trikonaga Anaghadbhuta Charitra Vanchitartha Pradayini. Vanchitartha Pradayini.
Correct. So let us do these four together. Bandhuka Kusuma Prakhya Bala Leela Vinodini Sumangali Sukhakari Suveshadhya Suvasini Suvasinyarchana Prita Shobhana Shuddha Manasa Bindu Tarpana Santushta Purvaja Tripurambika Dasha Mudra Samaradhya Tripura Shriva Shankari Jnana Mudra Jnana Gamya Jnana Jneya Swarupini Yoni Mudra Trikhandeshi Trigunamba Trikonaga Anaghadbhuta Charitra Vanchitartha Pradayini. Abhyasatishaya Jnata Shadadvatita Rupini Avyaja Karuna Murti Rajnana Tvanta Deepika. So Murtir Rajnana, that has to be carried on. Don't break it. Murtir Ragyana. That's not, then it will mean something completely different. I mean, I don't know if it will mean anything at all. Abhyasatishaya jnata shadadvatita rupini avyaja karuna murtir rajnana dvanta deepi abalagopa vidita sarvanullanghya shasana. Sarvanullanghya shasana. Ullanghya means to jump over. Anybody who jumps over, shasana, she corrects. So abalagopa vidita sarvanullanghya shasana Shri Chakra Raja Nilaya Shrimat Tripura Sundari
Abalagopavidita Sarvanulangya Shasana Shri Chakra Raja Nilaya Shrimat Tripura Sundari.
Now, traditionally, when people chant, they end it at the first line of the 183 shlokas. They don't chant the second line. But for our completion purposes, we will do that. So when we do the chanting in front of Devi, you stop at Lalitambika. You don't carry on from there. But for our learning purposes, we will chant the second line also. Shri Shiva Shiva Shaktaikya Rupini Lalitambika. So there, your 1,000 names have ended. So do this line first. Shri Shiva Shiva Shaktaikya Rupini Lalitambika Evam Shri Lalita Devya Nam Nam Sahasrakam Jaguhu
Evam Shri Lalita Devya
Nam Nam
Sahasrakam Jaguhu.
Iti Shri Brahmanda. Yes.
I don't have that. Will you please repeat that? Evam?
Evam Shri Lalita Devya. Evam Shri Lalita Devya. Nam 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 Nam.
Nam. Mohalan, is it?
No. Okay. N. How are you writing in Devanagari?
Yes.
Okay. Na Akar.
Yes.
Half ma.
Yeah.
Na. Akar.
Yes.
Bindu.
Bindu.
Dot. Nam Nam. Sahasrakam.
Sahasrakam. Okay.
Sahasrakam. Jaguhu. Jaguhu.
Jaguhu.
Yeah. Jagu Visarga. Iti Shri Brahmanda Purane.
Uttarakhande
Shri Hayagreeva Agastya Samvade Shri Lalita Sahasranama Stotra Sampurnam.
Okay.
Bolo Shri Ambe Mata Ki Jai. So, Brahmanda Purana, Uttarakhande, right, in the later part, Shri Hayagreeva Agastya Samvade, between the dialogue between Hayagreeva and Agastya. I have told you about the story in the beginning itself, how Hayagreeva and Agastya met, and he was given this Shri Lalita Sahasranama Stotra Sampurnam. So next time we will start with the meanings from 165 onwards. Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Once we finish the meanings, in the meanwhile we will finish the last shloka of Mahishasura-mardini also is left, which we will finish that day, and post that once the entire set of all these meanings are over, we will start with Saundarya Lahari. So,
Saundarya Lahari. Or Raja Rajeshwari.
Yeah, Raja Rajeshwari. Even I was hoping for that.
Now we are going to learn Saundarya Lahari also. Haha.
So Raja Rajeshwari, okay, Raja Rajeshwari we will do. Raja Rajeshwari, that's a very small shloka. It's a
Yes, so that if that is done, then we can take on the other.
As long as we are with the Ambal, there is no, we will keep on doing. There are so many. Meenakshi Pancharatnam, there is one.
Yeah.
Then that is also very beautiful. Lakshmi Shes Yoganidram, that is a beautiful shloka. And so that it's a Meenakshi Pancharatnam. So there is Meenakshi Pancharatnam, Kamakoti Ka Ashtakam. So there is a for Kanchi Kamakoti Devi, Kanchi Kamakshi Devi, there is a Kamakoti Ashtakam. So then obviously there is the Lakshmi Ashtakam also you would have also heard of. So Namaste Stu Mahamaye Shri Pithe Surapujite. So we will, those are easy shlokas. We can do all of those and then we will move on to Saundarya Lahari. Saundarya Lahari will take time. It has many multiple layers. I will not go into the tantric meanings that have been discovered by a lot of rishis who have done meditation on that, on Saundarya Lahari. But I will take you through some of the meanings that have been given by Adi Shankara's disciples that have been. So Saundarya Lahari, interestingly, 3 of his disciples have interpreted it and in 3 different ways. So, but essentially it is Advaita. And nobody from the Adi Shankara family will be doing anything other than Advaita. So, but it's a very beautiful shloka. So we will do that also.
This time, actually, during Navratri, during the chanting at Anna's house, when all the ladies were chanting, because of the understanding of the meaning and that entire, God, I don't want to describe that place, the energy, I don't know, it was just with us throughout. We, the next day, my husband got detected with COVID. He was having 102 temperature. All that was reverberating in this house was energy. And how it carried us through, otherwise normally with this asthma and stuff, I would be really worried. I just left everything. I was listening to Lalita Sahasranama, doing my sadhana as though nothing was wrong. And within 24 hours, it all just cleared and it became very nice. It was a very different experience this time, Anna, because understanding the meaning and chanting something as compared to just parroting something makes a lot of difference.
Of course.
Makes a lot of difference. And that I really thank you so much for that. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to the others.
We have to thank her for the opportunity for all of this.
Of course,
that is all.
Without her, nothing is moving. So definitely, but it's really a blessing.
Okay, Hari Om.